Hello everyone, welcome to Maths Easy. In today's lesson, we are exploring another key GCSE topic, finding the area of a trapezium. We'll break it down step by step so you can tackle these questions with confidence. So this is the 10th question type of our series. So we have discussed 9 different question types that you get in GCSE exams, and here's the 10th one. Let's get started. A floor in a hallway is shaped like a trapezium. The measurements are given. So let's quickly draw the diagram of a trapezium. The longer parallel side is 10, the shorter side is 6, and the perpendicular height between them is 4 meters. The floor is to be tiled using rectangular tiles, okay, that measure 0.4 by 0.2 meters. And the cost of each tile is £1.20. Now the first task, the first question is work out the area of the hallway floor. Okay, to find the area of a trapezium, we have this formula: A and B divided by 2 multiplied by the perpendicular height. So let's plug the values in. A, 6 and 10, these are the two parallel sides, divided by 2 multiplied by the perpendicular height, which is 4. Now you can simplify this. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 16 times 2, that will be 32 square meters. 32 meters squared. So work out the area of the hallway's floor, that is 32 meters squared. Calculate how many tiles are needed to cover the floor. You must use whole tiles. Okay. Now let's find the area of one tile. Now that is very easy to do. All you need to do is 0.4 multiplied by 0.2. So 0.08 meter squared. So we know now area of one tile is 0.08. So how many tiles do we need? We need to divide the total area 32 by 0.08. Now that gives you the answer for the number of tiles, and you get 400 as the answer. So the total number of tiles is 400. 400. Work out the total cost of the tiles. Now each tile is £1.20. So the total cost is 400 multiplied by £1.20. That's 120 times 4. That's 480 pounds. Now that's a relatively easy question to do. A question like this with nice round numbers would usually come in a non-calculator. Sorry, my bad. It's come in a non-calculator paper. Yes, non-calculator paper. Now I'm going to give you another question to try. Here is the question. The diagram shows a floor in the shape of a trapezium. Dimensions are provided. John is going to paint the floor. Each 6-litre can paint costs £14.95. 1 litre of paint can cover an area of 3 square meters. John has £120 to spend on paint. Has he got enough money to buy all the paint? You must show all your working. Right. It's a very popular exam style question. Again, please press pause and try to do this question. Here is the correct answer. So like before, you need to calculate the area, which is 12 and 18 divided by 2 multiplied by the perpendicular height, which gives you 120 meter squared. Now we know 1 litre of paint can cover 3 square meters. So you'll need 120 divided by 3. That's 40 liters, because 40 times 3 gives you 120. Now, how many cans do we need? So each can is 6 liters. So you divide 40 by 6. So you get 6.6 recurring. So obviously you'll have to buy a whole number of cans. So you need 7 cans. Now you need to be very careful in these type of questions. Now say in a calculation, in a question, you get the number of cans you need is 6.1. Now you still need to get 7. I have seen some students think, oh, 6.1 can be rounded to 6. No, because you need more than 6 cans to do the painting. So with 6 cans, you can't cover, right, according to the specification. So what you need to do is you need to get, if it is even a tiny bit more than 6, that means you need 7 cans. If your calculation give you, say, 12.2 cans, that means you need 13 cans in this context, right? So here you need 7 cans, and what's the cost? £14.95 multiplied by 7 gives you £104.65. Now the question, in a question like this, you need to very clearly show how you came to your conclusion. So at the end, John has £120, so you can clearly indicate £104.65 is less than 120, so John has enough money. Let's try another question. Now in this question, they have not given a diagram, but they've already explained like all the dimensions and the scenario. So please read the question. You need to draw a diagram to make it clear for you. And when you're ready for the answer, press play. Here you can see the correct answer. So the dimensions of the trapezium shaped field are marked on the diagram. Then you can find the area of the trapezium, which is 360 square meters. However, there is a rectangular shed built in one corner, which is 8 by 4. So the area of the rectangular shed, the base, is 8 times 4, 32 square meters. Now, obviously, you don't need to fertilize the base of the shed. So you need to subtract 32 from 360. So which means the area to be fertilized is 328 meters squared. And we know the cost of fertilizer is £3.60 per square meter. You need to just multiply 328 multiplied by 3.60, which gives you £1,180 and 80 pence as the final answer.